That's not a story test because it doesn't result in any browser resident behavior, which I run into a lot. We're interested in patterns that can combat this. I worked with a team that was working on a framework, an enterprise, a corporate internal framework that was returning responses to REST calls and therefore had no browser resident behavior, and therefore they took to story testing like ducks to water. They loved it because they were going to have no other mechanism for testing definition of done for any story. I'm interested in a pattern of introducing to teams that do have browser resident behavior that they pick a time box and say, we're only going to prioritize for this iteration stories that don't have any browser resident behavior because we trust Patrick when he says if you don't have a way to test those things, then bad things will happen.
So who will do the next one?
Going backwards, I'll take a stab. I can't remember everything that people tossed up. Michael Maus note that Agile is improving people's time to market, it's improving their productivity, but not their quality. And massive big red flag because we all go out there and sell quality to our clients. Jason, his development teams are having great success doing ATDD, and their management is wondering, well, why are you doing it? What's the value? I'm paying you to do all sorts of other versions of this stuff. You're doing TDD and all this other stuff. Why do you need to do ATD? Which brought us to something that Amy brought up with her team. She talked about the fact that management said, well, we're paying you to do TDD and you're doing integration tests, and now this ATD stuff? And so there's a concern, are they doing duplication? I'm having trouble with teams that don't know where to start. And I'm trying to explain this business to people, and I don't have any way to make it concrete for them, so they just walk away confused and then don't get it going. I suffer from a massive case of won't work here, can't work here, doesn't work here, and
we're special.
We're different. Yes, we're special. Along with a large dose of clients for whom, oh, that will cost money and time. Not prepared to make that investment at this moment. I should share, by the way, I do have one pleasure. My current client is well on the path to succeeding in spite of my inability to help him very much.
All right, next person.
Assuming this is next. There's actually quite a lot of different things here, but I think an overriding theme is that the love of the story, right? When we talk about people collaborating to create the story, when we talk about the not needing the requirement documents, it's because you now have a story, which is actually telling you the intent of what you want. And again, silo handoff pane, again, when you're collaborating on the story, you get that shared communication. I think that's one of the overriding themes of our poster here.